Alright, Middle Class Matt here from don'tbuythehype.blogspot.com. I am Sports Genius, the average fan who gives you an average fan's perspective of sports, but at the same time is smarter than the experts. I've done a pretty well picking this year. Right now I pick against two people. Phil Simms, Cris Collinsworth of Showtime Sports. I'm one behind Cris Collinsworth, but last week I was 9-7. Cris Collinsworth was 9-7. Phil Simms was 8-8. Tough week to pick. Had some very mediocre weeks, 9-7, 8-8 of late. Trying to get back to that 12 of 16. That's what I want to do. So, game's going to be tough to pick this week, but I'm going to take a stab at them. And let's start with the Atlanta-Detroit game. Now, I believe Atlanta clinches. This is very confusing to me. As much as I know about who's going to win, who's going to lose in sports, about who clinches and who's going to do what is tough. But I believe Atlanta clinches if they win home field advantage in the NFC. So they're going to want to get that. So they're going to beat Detroit 34-24 after the follow-up and impressive victory from last week where they just destroyed the Giants. I don't think anybody in the nation saw that coming. Next is New Orleans at Dallas. Now, this is a tough game to pick because New Orleans has been decent of late, but then Dallas keeps winning close games. So I'm going to take Dallas to win another close game, 31-28. Wouldn't be surprised if New Orleans pulls an upset here, but I've just picked against Dallas in close games the last two games. I knew they were going to be close. You can look at the score and see it, but pick Dallas to lose. I'm not going to do it this time. But New Orleans, they're going to play in a dome. And that usually New Orleans, they struggle when they don't play in a dome. So they could go to the Dallas' dome and be impressive. Plus, Dallas' home field advantage is never great. It's never like a big advantage like Seattle's is. So next is Tennessee at Green Bay. Tennessee hasn't been great all season. I'll take Green Bay in this one, 31-20 at home. So a pretty impressive victory for them. Indianapolis, impressive. I meant by winning by a decent amount. It's going to be an easy victory. Not that beating Tennessee is impressive. And then Indianapolis at Kansas City. Chuck's back. Their coach is coming back. For Indianapolis, they're going to be fired up. They've had a good season anyway. Andrew Luck's been very impressive. They'll win 24-17 on the road in Kansas City. Buffalo at Miami, which is a flip a coin game, but it's at Miami. I'll take the home team. Miami's probably been a little bit better of a team, have a chance to be a 500 team, I believe, still. And so I'll take Miami in this one, 23-17. San Diego at the Jets. I almost picked San Diego in this one, but you know what I think? I think the Jets are going to be glad to get rid of Sanchez, who's just played terrible, and glad to put Tebow on the bench, who has been a distraction. Even though he's a good guy, he's been a distraction to this team. And put Greg McElroy out there, who's a smart, intelligent, high IQ quarterback, and maybe they'll rally around him. So, the Jets, good defense at home, playing against a bad team. I'll take them 2017. Washington at Philly. I'll take Washington to beat a bad team, 34-23. Where are all the people that were saying Philly could go to the Super Bowl this year? Man, that was a big miss. Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has played really bad, but I just at home and against a younger, inexperienced team and with playoff implications, I just feel like the Steelers are going to win. They've burned me in some picks in the past where I felt like they were just sure bets, but I'm going to take them 27-23, Pittsburgh. Tampa Bay, St. Louis at Tampa Bay. This is a toss-up. I'm just going to take Tampa Bay. I think they're a little bit better all-around team. I think they're a little farther along. It would be an easy pick for me to take Tampa Bay if they hadn't looked so terrible the week before. I mean, just got destroyed. But I'm going to take them still. They're going to bounce back. I think they have good leadership, good coaching. And I think they're a complete football team, even though they looked terrible last week. I think they're a young, complete team that's going to get better. So I'm going to take them, evenly matched game, 24-19 over St. Louis. And they're at home, so I'm giving them that advantage. Oakland at Carolina, I'll take Carolina 30-17. Every time I pick Carolina, they lose. Every time I don't pick them, they win. So who knows about that one. But Carolina's been coming on and playing good football of late. They've seen them be clicking on all cylinders. They've got their defense and their offense looking a lot better. So we'll take them 30-17. New England will bounce back against a lousy Jacksonville team and win 38-10 in a blowout. Minnesota-Houston, tough game. And Peterson, I think, is going to be trying to break that record. He's going to be trying to pour it on. They're going to play with passion to do that. But they're at Houston. Houston's a good team. They looked bad against New England 2 weeks ago. But still, I'm going to take them at home to win a close game, 23-20. And I think Peterson could still have a good game, but at the same time, they lose. So I'm going to take Houston in a close game. And that was a tough pick. Cleveland at Denver. Denver's like one of the elite teams. Peyton Manning has turned this into an elite team. He's put his fingerprint on this team. I'll take them 34-17 over a young, up-and-coming team, but they're not there yet, the Cleveland Browns. So that's Denver 34-17. Chicago at Arizona. Chicago needs this one for the playoffs, or to put themselves in a good position for the playoffs. Arizona's been bad or inconsistent all season. I'll take Chicago, even though they hadn't played well lately, 24-16 in a defensive battle. The New York Giants at Baltimore. If it wasn't for last week, this would be easy. I'd say, New York Giants is no-brainer. They played well in December, but man, the way they got beat, I never saw that coming. Like, the NFL is just crazy because as good as I am at picking games and as good as everybody is, I don't think anybody saw that coming. Not a whooping like that. Even if you thought Atlanta was going to win, you didn't think they'd beat them like that. But I think they bounced back. They were embarrassed. They're going to come play with pride. It's not a far trip. 27-23 Giants playing for the playoffs. Baltimore's already in. San Francisco, Seattle. San Francisco can win this game. Wouldn't be surprised if they do win this game. But I'm going to take Seattle. Both teams have inexperienced quarterbacks. Russell Wilson's played a little more this season. They both look good. But I like Russell Wilson. I like the 12th man. I like that defense. I think they edge him out in a very close game. 27-24. Might not be that much offense, but I'll go ahead and take a chance that there will be with Seattle scoring the points like they've been doing. And I'll take Seattle in that one. Maybe a little bit of a shocker to some people. 27-24 Seattle. So this is Middle Class Matt. Check out all my picks. Let's see if I can get the double-digit, 75% winning ways this week. And I'll see you next time.